We've all heard BSG talk about Scav karma, but I'd like to take a look at something today that has been mentioned that is planned for the future that would actually change the way that players and other PMCs interact with each other, and it might make PMC engagements more lore friendly. So today we're going to have a look at PMC karma and some of the things that I think and some of the ways I think that it will be infinitely more useful to the game and more interesting than Scav karma is. So let's take a look. I'm Gaz, welcome to the channel. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like on the video and subscribe to stick around. I make Tarkov videos once a week, usually, and they're in this sort of format. Occasionally there'll be some guides and some other sort of tutorial style stuff, but at the minute I'm really enjoying making opinion content, so we're going to continue with that for now. So let's jump into PMC karma and Scav karma. So let's start with Scav karma and what we know. Scav karma is coming in 12.11. You're going to earn Scav karma by defending bosses, which is going to be pretty tricky because bosses kill on sight. So I'm not sure what the implementation of that's going to be, but you'll also get it for, I believe, killing rogue scavs. So scavs who have killed another scav and you've sort of witnessed it. I think if you kill them, you earn rep. The rep you earn from positive actions as a scav will increase your rep with fence, and I believe it's gonna lead to opening up some more, some better trades with fence. Possibly, things will come up for you if you have higher scav karma. Things will come up for sale with fence earlier than if you have lower scav karma. I know things are going to cost less, and I think there might be some quests involved with it that you can only do with your scavs as well. So that's quite interesting. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And then if your scav karma falls too low, which is just I think by killing bosses and killing other scavs and generally being a bad scav, your prices with fence will get higher. And also they talked about the potential of your scav being tagged and cursed, where basically other scavs in the area will come to you and sort of know where you are. There's a similar mechanic in play with PMCs if you load in with not enough gear. So if you load in with, I think you have to have something like a pistol and a scav vest in order to be not tagged and cursed. And if you're tagged and cursed, scavs in the area will know where you are and they will come and look for you. They'll come and hunt you down. And then also there's the fact that if you have high enough scav, or the higher you kind of step up with your scav karma, the better your starting loadout will be with the scav, which is cool. These are all interesting ideas and they kind of serve to make scav gameplay better. I mean, personally, I'm not a huge fan of scav runs, but I do appreciate that they are absolutely incredible to help newer players get started in Escape From Tarkov. So that was Scav karma, but what I'm more interested in is PMC karma and the implementation of that. I think it sounds like Battlestate have this idea in their head for what they roughly want it to be. It sounds like a little bit more of a tricky thing, but I like the sounds of it. I like the idea, and I think it could be a more lore-friendly way of bear versus bear and USEC versus USEC interactions. So what I think this will look like, and what I hope it looks like, is say you come into contact with another PMC that's not in your group, and say it's USEC and USEC. If you don't, maybe if you interact with them a certain way, like maybe you wave at them, or even if maybe you come into contact and you don't kill them, you shout a voice line, then the game kind of maybe realizes that you guys are in a different team, but you recognize that you're both USEC, so it raises your rep. Something like that, maybe teaming up to kill scavs in an area and possibly heading to an extraction together, kind of watching each other's back. I think those could be some of the ways that you could improve your actual PMC karma. And some of the things I'm hoping that you will be rewarded by with PMC karma is stuff like maybe traders are lower prices with all traders, or with traders that favor PMCs. Maybe therapists will sell you cheaper meds or certain things. Maybe there is little rewards, like maybe Prapor will send you a gun if you work with a USEC that he's working with, and he'll send you some rewards for that to kind of, you know, bolster the idea that this isn't a game about just killing everything that moves. Because currently when you go in as a PMC, you kill everything that moves unless you go in with a teammate, then you've got to be careful you don't kill him. And that could be something that lowers PMC karma as well. I'd like to see, I'm interested to know how they think, you know, how they would increase rep, but I think it's a great idea. So that, you know, to carry on with the upsides of PMC karma, I think the higher your PMC karma, you could see certain quests have a lower requirement. So there's a quest where you have to kill 8 USECs and bring in, I think 7 USECs and retrieve 7 USEC dog tags. Maybe if you've got a high PMC karma, that goes down to 4. You know, just little things like that to make the whole experience a little bit easier. I also like the idea of maybe opening up extracts that weren't available previously. So you load into customs, you've got your list of extracts. Maybe Smuggler's Boat doesn't have a fire by it, but it's highlighted in blue when you double tap O, and that will tell you this is open for you because your karma is high enough. I like that idea. Maybe you have to take another PMC with you to extract, you know, to keep it in line with the karma thing. And then in terms of rewards for PMC karma, things like bonus XP for leveling. If you've got high enough karma, maybe the higher your karma goes, you know, it gives you a multiplier on XP. That could be as simple as maybe that's it's not XP, maybe it's skills and leveling up those faster. Maybe it's hideout management, something to do with how quick things craft, you know, that kind of thing. Or it could be as simple as like a boost to flea market rep. There's lots of reputation systems in the game that could sort of serve as a boost. You know, you could get boosts the higher your PMC karma is. So those are my ideas for PMC karma and what I think, you know, how I think it could be implemented. Obviously BSG have got the ability to add completely new systems into the game that would, you know, go hand in hand with PMC karma. But for what we have currently in the game, those are some of the ideas that I think could work quite well with the PMC karma system. Obviously time will tell. We'll see how successful the Scav karma system is. They might decide that Scav karma was one thing, but actually PMC karma isn't really, you know, coming along like we wanted it to. So maybe they ditch the idea altogether. But I personally would love it, and I think, you know, those interactions with USEC versus USEC, bear versus bear, who aren't in your squad, could be much improved if it's not always shoot on sight. I think shoot on sight in Tarkov, obviously it's through the roof currently because you kill everything that moves as a PMC. But I think that could be cut back a little bit. Maybe you don't always shoot on sight. I'd love to see how they could implement something that makes Tarkov, you have to think before you jump into a gunfight. I think that could be the way forward for Tarkov. I think it could make the game a much more enjoyable and more immersive experience. Because realistically, you're going to be looking for people to work with. You don't want to be on your own out in this harsh wasteland. You're going to want to make alliances and make friends. So I think this is a really great idea for a system. And I'd love to see, I can't wait to see how BSG actually implement this. So those are my ideas. I'd love to hear yours in the comments below. Last video you gave me a lot of feedback on my secure container idea, and I really appreciate every single comment. So make sure you leave more of those down below. Let's start another discussion. Let's see what we think PMC karma could entail in Tarkov in the future. Other than that, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like below and subscribe if you're new around here to stick around. I make videos once a week, sometimes more, usually in this style, so subscribe if you don't want to miss them. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.